Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We are back at it with some more news regarding Mass Effect. The full achievement list has been released, and I thought it'd be fun to look through it and use it to help us figure out how do we want to do our first playthroughs back in the Mass Effect universe. Before we get into the news, I want to remind everybody this is a place where we love playing RPGs, talking about RPGs, keeping you up to date on the information, and helping these games to be the absolute best they can be. If that's the type of thing you love, please leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Give me your feedback in the comment section. Let me know how I can continue to bring content that you all will appreciate. All right, let's dig into this list and figure out what these first playthroughs are going to look like. So first I'm going to go over achievements that apply to all three games, and then I'll go over some achievements that apply to each game specifically. There will be no spoilers in this video, so no achievements related to story, just general stuff so you all get a feel of what they put into the game. All right, so first up, you will get achievements based on what difficulty setting you play on. So if you complete Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3 on Insanity without changing the difficulty, that's an achievement. Complete 2 games on Insanity without changing the difficulty, or complete all 3 games in Mass Effect Legendary Edition on Insanity without changing the difficulty. Each one of those will give you an achievement. Of course, the third one will give you the most points. I actually hadn't planned to play on Insanity at all, but seeing this has definitely made me to decide that my first playthrough, I'll go ahead and do Insanity, and then let my second playthrough be the one that's a little bit easier. Then if we move on to relationships, so if you establish a romantic relationship in Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3, that's an achievement for you. Establish or rekindle a romantic relationship in 2 games, they'll also give you an achievement. And if you establish or rekindle a romantic relationship in all 3 games in Mass Effect Legendary Edition, that will also give you 50 points of an achievement as well. You also get 125 points if you can finish Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 with the same character, which I will absolutely be doing on my channel, and I'll film those videos so you all will be able to watch my playthrough all the way to the end. Then there are also achievements across all the games regarding how many enemies that you kill. So killing 250, 1,000, or 2,000 enemies will count for achievements, and that's across all 3 games. And then if you kill 100 enemies with melee attacks in Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3, that'll also count as an achievement. Keep in mind, for these types of achievements, your progress will continue into the next game. So you could kill 1,000 enemies in Mass Effect 1, 502, and then another 503, and this achievement would still pop for you. Okay, so those are all the achievements that I feel comfortable sharing that apply to all 3 games. Let's start now looking at specific ones from Mass Effect 1. So you get an achievement for Mass Effect 1 for completing it on any difficulty, and you also get an achievement if you've completed the majority of the game. Now, I'm not completely sure what the majority of it means, but I assume the closer you try to get to that 100% mark, sooner or later this will go ahead and pop for you. You also get achievements based upon how varied your squad is. So originally, when I had planned my playthrough, I was thinking I was going to use the same 2 people the whole time, but it appears I'm going to have to switch things up. So you get an achievement for every 5 missions that you complete with a different party member, whether it be the 2 Alliance members, Krogan, Turian, Quarian, or Asari. So they want to try to reward you for switching it up and using everybody and finding out about everybody's just different personalities, which I think is actually kind of cool because all of them are great, except Caden. You also get achievements based upon how you use your powers to engage enemies and how much exploration you do in the world. So you get an achievement for landing on 1, 4, and then 8 uncharted worlds. And then you have an assortment of achievements based upon what powers you use, using lift 25 times, bear 25 times, warp 25 times, things of that nature. Hopefully there is still a respec option in the game, and if so, I'll probably bounce around to a few different classes as I play through the game and try to pick up all these achievements in one go. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and then we have the Mass Effect 2 achievements. So first and foremost, you get an achievement for most of the party members that you can recruit in the game, whether it be the convict, the Justicar, the Krogan, things of that nature. And you also get an achievement every time you're able to gain the loyalty of one of those party members that you're able to recruit. I also found it interesting that it looks like they've taken some of the DLC achievements and then roped them into the main achievement list for the game. So, such as Project Overlord and Lair of the Shadow Broker, you get achievements for completing both of those originally DLC packages. And then finally, there are a bunch of different achievements based around how you engage with enemies. So if you get 30 headshot kills with any weapon on humanoid targets, if you incinerate 25 enemies, disrupt the shields of 25 enemies, warp the barriers of 25 enemies, all of that will unlock achievements for you. And then finally, we'll take a look at Mass Effect 3. So in Mass Effect 3, you get achievements for overloading shields, lift, setting 100 enemies on fire, and killing a brute while it's charging you, along with killing 10 guardians with headshots for the front while their shields are raised. This is by no means an exhaustive list of all the achievements in the game, but I wanted to make sure I stayed completely away from achievements that might tell you more about the story or what you're going to experience in the game. We just wanted to keep it as general as possible. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the list. I think it definitely tries to give a motivation to new players to try out as much of the game. And for older players, hey, I'm all the way down for getting more achievement points. I already know how to get a lot of these. And I'm already thinking in my mind how I could do a playthrough. It's going to allow me to pick up all the achievements in one go. So I'm happy about it. And honestly, I was a little worried that they would set up the achievements in a way that forces you to have to play the game twice in order to get them. So I'm kind of glad that that's not the case. One drawback, though, specifically if you're someone who plays on the Xbox, seems like Xbox players get less achievements than people who are playing on the PlayStation. And this information actually comes from an article on Gamer Rant. A few days ago, Mass Effect Legendary Edition's trophy list was revealed, and PlayStation trophy collectors were thrilled to learn that the game would include 3 platinum trophies. Now, the achievement list for the game is out, and Xbox fans are shocked to learn that the total gamer score available is 2,915. Considering that most AAA games on Xbox have an 1,000 gamer score, and there is a platinum trophy for each game in the collection on PlayStation, it is strange that Mass Effect Legendary Edition's achievement totaled less than 3,000. While this difference is only a small difference, uneven gamer scores are a pet peeve to many Xbox players. I'm not one of those people. I was a hardcore Xbox player until I started doing things on YouTube, and then I switched over to PC. But I've never been one who cares about uneven scores. But I would be a little irritated that we don't get the full 3,000. I love getting achievements. I worked very, very hard to focus on my score and get it up as high as I could. I think I was up to around 90,000 before I just finally made the switch over. So, but this doesn't bother me. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a remake. It's not like it's three brand new games that they're releasing and then shorting Xbox players. And I don't think Xbox players are going to be complaining about this, to be honest. But I thought it would be good to note it because I know a lot of you probably play on Xbox and this might be interesting information to you. That is it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. We're definitely going to be releasing more news about RPGs and Mass Effect specifically in the days and months to come. I appreciate everyone who took the time to watch this video, and I will see you all in the next video later this week. Take care.